Welcome to This Week in Berkeley Heights, a community news program taped at the Governor Livingston TV studio and sponsored in part by Berkeley Heights Patch. I'm Natalie Davis. Let's take a look at what's making news in Berkeley Heights. Voters in Berkeley Heights and throughout the state will have to consider candidates in two special elections being held before the November 5th general election. In the wake of the sudden death last Monday of veteran New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg, Governor Chris Christie announced that a special primary election will be held August 13 to determine party nominees to finish Lautenberg's term through 2014. The person who ultimately gets the seat will be selected by voters in a special October 16 election. The regular gubernatorial primary takes place 3 weeks later. The candidates who've announced plans to run as of press time include 4 Democrats: Newark Mayor Cory Booker, Assembly Speaker Sheila Oliver, and Congressman Frank Pallone and Rush Holt. On the Republican side, Bogota Mayor and Tea Party favorite Steve Lonegan is running in the primary against Somerset Dr. Alita Eck. Lautenberg's seat, in the meantime, is being filled by former State Attorney General Jeffrey Chiesa. Cancer support group Livestrong is returning to Berkeley Heights. Registration is now open for a new session of Livestrong at the YMCA, a 12-week recovery program for adult cancer patients and survivors at the Berkeley Heights YMCA. Officials at the local Y said the nonprofit offers the program periodically to help people focus on the patient rather than the disease, and to help people move beyond cancer in spirit, mind, and body. The Live Strong at the YMCA program, a research-based physical activity and wellness program, is offered at no cost. Participants work with Y staffers trained in supportive cancer care to achieve goals such as building muscle mass and strength, increasing flexibility and endurance, and improving confidence and self-esteem. At the same time, the program seeks to provide a supportive community for patients and their family members, according to organizers. The program kicks off June 25th and runs Tuesday and Thursday evenings from 6 to 7:15 p.m. Organizers say class sizes are small to provide individualized attention, so space is limited and registration is required. To reserve a space, register online at www.thesay.org or in person at the Berkeley Heights YMCA at 550 Springfield Avenue. For more information, contact Lisa Monahan at 908-464-8373. Special honors for special high school athletes. About 200 people were on hand for the year's Senior Athletes Banquet, sponsored by the Governor Livingston Highlander Booster Club. At the event held last Tuesday, 12 students received a total of $6,500 in college scholarships. The event was held at the Primavera Regency in Sterling. The event featured GEL senior varsity letter winners. 10 student athletes each received $500 college scholarships. The 10 were selected by the school's coaches using leadership qualities, sportsmanship, character, and devotion to their team as criteria. 2 other awards were given. 1 boy and 1 girl were presented with the Michael Suchena Memorial Award, named for Governor Livingston High's first athletic director. Seniors Michael Murphy and Michelle Reedy received the honor. Each was given a crystal trophy and a $750 scholarship. In other school news, the Interact Club of Governor Livingston High was honored with a 2013 Jefferson Award for Service at the 3rd Annual New Jersey Youth Service Awards ceremony held at the Newark Museum on June 1st. The club, the youth arm of the Rotary Club of Berkeley Heights, was one of 2 Garden State honorees for its Global Health and Wellness Project, according to NJ.com. The project involved the club's donations to global relief organizations, including Operation Smile, which funds surgeries for children born with cleft palate, and Water.org, which helps poor people around the world have access to clean water and sanitary conditions. The Interact Club was also praised for its community service volunteer efforts, for sponsoring an Ecuadorian child through the worldwide charity Homes for Hope, and for raising money for the Greater Newark Fund. The awards are made possible through a joint effort of the Community Foundation of New Jersey, the Governor's Office on Volunteerism, and the Star-Ledger. The recent 10th annual Rubber Ducky Festival brought fun, food, and the yearly race to Berkeley Heights Passaic River Park. The event, sponsored by Summit Medical Group, Taylor Rental, the Alternative Press, Investors Bank, Doorboy, and the Berkeley Aquatic Club, brought together more than 1,200 people, according to the Alternative Press. Assistance for the event came from volunteers from the Rotary Club of Berkeley Heights and area Boy Scout and Cub Scout groups. Among the festivities were carnival games, a classic car show, live music, local merchants, and the traditional rubber ducky race. Prizes were awarded in the duck race and for the car show. Sunday night's Tony Awards ceremony was a reason to celebrate for acclaimed playwright Christopher Durang, who grew up in Berkeley Heights. The writer, known for such classics as Beyond Therapy, Miss Witherspoon, and Sister Mary Ignatius Explains It All for You, won the first Tony of his more than 40-year career when his Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike was named the best play of the 2013 Broadway season. The show stars Sigourney Weaver and David Hyde Pierce. On Monday, it was announced that the play's Broadway run will be extended through August 25th. Tony winner Julie White will replace Weaver in the role of Masha. We'll be right back with the Jersey Pilots.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back to This Week in Berkeley Heights. Competitive baseball returns to Berkeley Heights this summer. The Jersey Pilots of the Atlantic Collegiate Baseball League will give local fans an opportunity to root for up-and-coming players at Snyder Field. And college players will get the rare chance to show their skills to Major League Baseball scouts. Joining us on the program to discuss the team's second year in town is team general manager Ben Smookler, who's brought along 3 fine GL graduates with him: pitcher Mike Cranston, infielder Tyler Martis, and pitcher Billy Warswick. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us on This Week in Berkeley Heights. Mr. Smookler,
Yes.
This is your second year in
Correct.
Berkeley Heights. How did the first year go?
Well, we had a good turnout first year where the fans showed up, and we had a great season. Fell short in making the playoffs by a half a game, but still top baseball was being played, and the fans came out and enjoyed seeing the Wooden Bat League in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey.
That sounds great. What makes this league and this team so special?
Well, we're part of 9 leagues throughout the country that is a Wooden Bat League that Major League Baseball co-sponsors. So it's our job to get prospects so these scouts come to the games to evaluate the players for the upcoming draft. And then if they see a player they're interested in, they'll follow up when they go back to college. So it's an opportunity for these guys to get to the next level, and that's our job in the management field, the coaches and myself.
To get them there, yeah. Now, this is the second year that the team is here in Berkeley Heights.
Correct.
But you've been doing this for 4 decades, I understand.
I've done 40 years. This will be my 41st year. The league has been around, the Atlantic Collegiate Baseball League has been around since 1967. I joined the Pilots in 1973. The Pilots have been around since 1970. And during that period that I've been associated with the Pilots, we've had 200 players go on to professional baseball. 18 have made it to the major leagues. So it's a great opportunity for people in this area to see good baseball being played by not only our team, but the other teams that come in.
That's pretty impressive. You think about that. You said 18 of your players have
Right.
made it to the bigs.
You got it.
You've got a better batting average than most of the best hitters out there.
Well, they say for every 1 out of every 1,000 players that go into the minor leagues make it to the majors, so 18 out of 200 isn't bad.
Not bad at all. What brought you to Berkeley Heights?
Well, I live in Berkeley Heights, and for 40 years I've been waiting to get an invite to come to play in Berkeley Heights. I got a call last year from Chris Roof, who's the coach of the Governor Livingston High School team, and mentioned that this new field has just been built and they're looking for somebody to fill it up. And they offered me the opportunity. I said, I've been waiting to do this. I'm 2 minutes from the field. It'd be great to have an opportunity to play in my hometown.
Not bad at all, and close to home.
Exactly.
Very nice. Well, I see you've brought along some fine-looking gentlemen with you. These three gentlemen are from Governor Livingston High School, graduates, very good, and all in college. Where are you each going to school?
Well, I'm going to be a junior next year at Delphi University in Long Island.
I'm going to be a sophomore at Siena College in Ludenville, New York.
And I'm going to be a sophomore next year at Brookdale Community College.
That's great. Now, you're the veteran. This is your second year with the Pilots. Tell me about your experience and how it's worked out for you.
Well, last summer I came to play for Ben and the rest of the coaches, and I had a great experience playing in your hometown in front of a bunch of people that you know, which is great. The travel's not bad, so I helped spread the word, and Tyler, Billy, and John also came to play for us this summer, which is great.
That's great. And you also play at school.
Yeah.
So this is another opportunity for you to hone your skills, I'd imagine.
Yeah, definitely. After school, long school season, it's great to play during the summer, get some more reps in, pitch more, bat more for the fielders, and it's just great to play in Berkeley Heights again with kids who I played in high school and grew up playing with.
Well, that's great. I'm sure that helps form team camaraderie and
Definitely.
whatnot. Have you had any experience yet being pursued by scouts?
No, not yet. I mean, all three of us are still pretty young compared to, because people get drafted at junior and senior year, so we're still going to be upperclassmen in the next few years.
Yeah, you got time. You got time. I know that there's really fast pitching in your league. What's your fastest pitch?
I've topped out at like 87.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Look for him in 2 years. Tell me about your school situation and how did you come to the Pilots?
Well, earlier in the year, obviously your school coaches look for a place to play in the summer, and my pitching coach, actually, I'm not a pitcher, but he approached me about playing for a team in town that I actually grew up in, and I thought it would be a great idea because I knew Mike played there and I knew a couple other people were going to be on the team, so I figured it was a good opportunity to come back to Berkeley Heights and play in front of my hometown for one more chance before maybe playing somewhere else the next couple summers.
How do you like playing at Siena?
It's a lot of fun. It's a good place. We had a good year. It's just looking forward to next year again.
You're an infielder. Do you rotate between positions, or do you have a specific thing you usually play?
Up at school, I played shortstop, but for the Pilots, I played shortstop and second. I play both, a little bit of both.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, two positions as opposed to one. Make
Yeah.
yourself that much more valuable.
Exactly.
Utility player, as it were. Very good. And young man, where are you going to school again?
I'm going to go to Brookdale Community College next year.
Brookdale, okay. And you'll be playing baseball there?
Yes.
So you haven't played for them yet?
No. I actually attended the College of New Jersey last year and played there.
How'd you like that?
It was a great school situation. Just wasn't really the right fit for me. So I decided to transfer and try and pursue a different route.
How are you liking the Pilots?
I'm loving it. Playing with kids from high school again is a lot of fun. Definitely can't complain about that. Meeting a lot of new kids is also a lot of fun. I have no complaints so far. It's a lot of fun.
What are you looking to get out of the program?
Just trying to get a little bit better. Just like growing up, just trying to get a little bit better each year. Meeting new people is a lot of fun, and seeing wherever I can take baseball for the rest of my life.
Sounds good. I imagine you're all hoping to make it to the major leagues?
I would love to.
One day.
Keep our fingers crossed for you. I'd love to see you out there on the big field, on the big diamond, and eat my hot dogs. What's coming up, Mr. Smookler, in the next year of the Pilots in Berkeley Heights?
Well, we've been playing for 2 weeks, and we're now going on the road for a week, but we'll be back on June 20th every Thursday and Sunday at 7 o'clock, there'll be a ball game at Snyder Field. And we have a concession stand. The VFW, Post 6952, which is in town, is running the concession stand, and all the proceeds goes to the VFW, Veterans of Foreign War.
That's great.
And it's a great experience all the way around, because we also have the national anthem being sung by the Infante Music School, which is right in New Providence, and we have somebody every day at the ball game singing the national anthem, so they have an opportunity to practice their talents. So
That's great.
So we're trying to expand into other areas with the town. Also, there's going to be a street fair. We're going to have a table, and we'll have some of the players out there to see the local citizens, and people from all over the central Jersey will come to.
That's great. You told me that you would have pilots' T-shirts and things like that for
There'll
sale?
be hats, T-shirts, and that evening after the street fair, we have a doubleheader that day, so I'm hoping that people will slowly go to the ball game that evening.
Well, there's nothing more American than hanging out with the family and friends at a doubleheader.
And that'll be June 30th on a Sunday.
June 30th. What are the ticket prices to see the pilots play?
It's free admission. Donations are accepted. We have gift certificates we give out during the game. So, and they get a yearbook, they get the newsletter, and they get a chance to see good baseball every day.
That's super. Well, I'm very excited for you and for all of you, and wish you all great luck. And thank you so much for joining us today on This Week in Berkeley Heights. And we will be right back.
G Morning Sunshine, text me back. LUV love you. JK, holla back. Holla back.
Are you with your friends? That's lame.
We're in a huge fight right now. XO.
What'd you dream about?
Something I
Me?
did. Are you on your way to the mall?
I'm lonely.
Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
This has been This Week in Berkeley Heights, brought to you in part by Berkeley Heights Patch. I'm Natalie Davis. Have a lovely night, Berkeley Heights.